fine.
Look proper. Hi everybody.
Hello.
So welcome back. I have Jenna here again this week. So say hello, Jenna. Leave it in a comment below. Say hi, Jenna.
Hi.
Okay, so anyways, this week I thought I would discuss something that is called incidental learning. So, might be thinking, what is that? So, I'm going to explain. You don't know? Yeah, I know. Actually, I remember I heard about it a long time ago, but then I forgot. And thanks to somebody who left a comment, they informed me what it was. So thank you. I'm sorry I don't remember your name. But anyways, I'm going to discuss, a while back we made the video, the deaf-hearing relationship. And, you know, there's a few things that I realized. I don't remember if I mentioned it, but let me give you an example of what I mean. It'd just be easiest to describe it in that way. I remember a while back, we had some friends come over for a game night, and it was me and her and a few friends, and all of them were deaf except me. And I can't remember what the game was called.
Cranium?
Yeah, Cranium. So that game, you know, there's lots of different things that you can do, but one of the things that you can do is use clay, like to make things or whatever. So somebody picked up a card, and you know, then you flip the timer and then you make the thing and you show it. But I can't remember, someone picked up a card, one of the other people, and they looked at it and they're like, I don't know what that means. And I think that almost everybody was like, I don't know what that word is. And so the word was trombone, you know, like the musical instrument trombone. And I was like, how do they not know what that means?
I know what that meant.
Oh, that's right, you didn't look, but the other people didn't know what that means. I forget, you were in band. But anyways, yeah, they all didn't know what it meant. I was like, how do they not know what that word means? Like, that's a really common word, but that's kind of an example of what I'm talking about with incidental learning. So that means, like, for example, a hearing person, you know, if they go out and do whatever, as they're just walking around, they hear, you know, random conversations from people, just people talking, or you can hear the radio, or, you know, just things like you're not really paying attention, but in the back of your mind, you're listening to it and you're getting that knowledge. So that's what incidental learning is. So you probably don't realize, you know, a lot of people don't have that opportunity. You know, I mean, except I guess if there's, you know, a lot of deaf people all around, then you can see that kind of conversation. But again, they don't really have that opportunity. Maybe you can explain a little bit about, you know, that topic.
Well, like growing up, I had a hearing family. You know, over 90% of deaf people usually come from hearing families, and that's actually really common. So growing up, you know, you're not hearing, and you miss out on a lot of conversations, or like I said, you can't hear the radio. You know, you can hear music, but like the talking part of radio, I don't understand. So you're not able to learn through that. You know, a lot of talk shows, people tend to hear things in the morning or in the evening as they're driving to work, or, you know, on their way home or whatever. So they have that opportunity, like even TV too. You know, you're just walking around listening to it, or if you're at a restaurant, they might have a TV in the background. There's a lot of different places where, you know, people can just simply learn by just passively listening. So we don't have that opportunity because we don't hear it. We can, you know, partly visually, but that's kind of the problem with societies. They don't match that visually. It's auditory. It's what they adapt to. So that's why we tend to have gaps within, you know, the incidental learning that makes it up. You know, we have to do a lot more work to learn things on our own, you know, and put more effort in. So it's not like a bad thing. It's just a different way of, you know, learning, a different way that we learn things, so.
Right, and the reason why I want to emphasize this is I know a lot of you that watch these videos, you know, are usually just learning sign language. You haven't really met with a lot of deaf people, And so it's really important to just remember when you are meeting with a lot of deaf people, you know, talking with them or whatever, you know, maybe you might think like, how do you not know what that means? Like, that's really common information and it sounds horrible, but sometimes, you know, you look down on deaf people, you know, because they don't know something that you think is common sense for yourself. But you have to understand, like she said, it's just something different, you know, it's just a different life experience, and you just have to remember that. You know, hearing people do have privilege, you know, I mean, they are able to passively listen to these conversations and learn a lot more without even thinking about it. So it's just something to kind of consider, you know, when you're hanging out with deaf people more and more and learning more sign language, okay?
And you have to remember that doesn't mean that deaf people are stupid or lesser than, you know, a hearing person. It's just they have different areas of knowledge. They learn about things, you know, differently than, you know, other people. That's all. It's just a different way. It's not somebody's better than anyone else. It's just different, and nothing's wrong with that.
Right, exactly, definitely. Hearing people are not always smarter than deaf people. I mean, she is like super, super smart, a lot more than me, and a lot of deaf people, a lot of my deaf friends, you know, a lot of them are master's programs and, you know, really smart people, and so many deaf people come up with just wonderful, all these really cool things. So again, just be open-minded and, you know, just hang out with more deaf people, okay? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't bite, mostly.
Yeah, unless they're really drunk, maybe. Okay, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video and you've learned something from this. You know, if you go out and socializing with deaf people, just kind of keep that in mind. And yeah, as always, I will have videos down here, so please go ahead, take a look at them, learn something, share them with your friends and family. And if you have not already subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button over yonder, click it and subscribe. If not, it'll be in the down bar below, down there in our pent area. Yeah. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!